Hi guys, welcome to this video. Now, I would like to start with a confession. Sometimes I am a sad teacher. I mean, I know in the videos I'm always quite happy, but sometimes I am a little bit sad. And that's because some of my students, they keep asking the same question and they seem trapped in this question. They're trapped in their mind with this horrible question. Um, they keep asking, is this correct? Is this correct? They want to know, is this right or is this wrong? Um, and sometimes this question is asked for a good reason, um, they want to speak good, correct English. Sometimes there's some fear, they don't want to make a mistake. Um, but the reason isn't important because it's the question that traps these students, and it's such a common question. But there is a better question that you can ask. There is a better way to think about grammar and about what is correct or incorrect. And that's what I really want to explain to you today in this video, so that I can be a happy teacher and that you guys can be happy students who are preparing for the first exam in the best possible way. So let's get started. So let's look at an example of a grammar question, and we'll use the question, is this correct, to explain our thinking, the process of our thoughts. So let's think about the problem. You have to complete the sentence, hayet, question, and you need to use the verb to cool. So, hayet. All right. Now, if we're thinking, is this correct? At the start of our process, I think there's a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of worry and concern, because we have to think, oh, there's a right answer and there's a wrong answer, and I really want to avoid the wrong answer, so I must find the right answer. So already at the start of the process, there's a little bit of anxiety. Okay, so then we start to think, we need to think of the correct answer here. Let's think of some alternatives. I mean, we could have the present perfect simple, like have you called her yet? Or we could have maybe the past simple, like did you call her yet? Okay, that will do for our possibilities. Now let's find the correct answer. And we're still thinking, is this correct? Is this correct? So we need to think of a rule, right? We need, is this correct? Okay, this is correct because we need a reason, we need a rule, and we can think the rule is when we have yet, we're gonna have the present perfect simple. So, have you called her yet? Is this correct? Yeah, I think this is correct because we have yet, so we have the present perfect simple. So that's our answer, and that's our thinking process with the question, is this correct? So, is it correct? Well, we certainly have all the correct parts of the present perfect simple. Have you called her? We've got our auxiliary have, subject you, called, the past participle. That's all okay. And you can use the present perfect simple in this context. So it is one correct answer. But I would like to show you a different thought process with a different question that you can use to find a solution to a grammar problem like this. And I think that when you see the difference, you'll see that this way of thinking is going to be a lot better for your exam preparation. We're not going to ask, is this correct? We're going to ask, what do English speakers normally say in this situation? That's our new question. What do English speakers normally say? Now, when English speakers say things very often, very frequently, then it starts to sound natural. So fundamentally, our real question is, what sounds natural in this sentence. And we use the frequency that native speakers use certain phrases as a guide to tell us what sounds natural. So the first part of this process is finding some possibilities. I mean, what sounds natural here? I don't know, let's just think of some ideas. And here, there's no anxiety, but there's experimentation and curiosity, because we can just think of any possibilities. We could have you called her? Did you call her? You called her? You call her? To call you her? I don't know, any possibilities are perfectly okay here. There's no right or wrong, there's no correct or incorrect, there's just possible things that English speakers could say. So we make a big long list of all the possibilities that we can think of. And then we need to check, we need to find out, what do English speakers normally say here? What sounds natural? We can use Google to do this. If you search on Google with speech marks around a phrase, then Google will search the internet for that precise phrase. If you get lots of results, then that's a good indication that it's a natural English phrase that English speakers say a lot. And if you get like 0 results or a very small number of results, then that's an indication that it's not a good natural phrase. So in the article on the website, you can read about all the numbers from the analysis of the Google results. But in short, did you call her yet is the most popular form of that question on Google. Have you called her yet is also very popular. It's number 2, but it's less popular. You call her yet and you called her yet with no auxiliary, no have, no did. Those are also both possible. There are real examples of native English speakers using those phrases. So that tells us that they are possible, but perhaps not super popular or super frequent. So maybe they're only okay in specific contexts. But the conclusion we can have here is that, firstly, there are lots of possible correct answers. Secondly, we've got good quality information about what native speakers really say in real life. We're talking about natural English. We're not talking about grammar rules and grammar books. We're talking about what real English speakers say. And we've found out what the most likely and the most frequent and the most natural answer is to this question. And I would bet that it's a different answer to the answer you get when you ask, is this correct? Is this correct? Told us, have you called her yet? Google and Natural English told us, did you call her yet? So what does this all mean for your Cambridge first exam and for your exam preparation? Well, it means 2 things. Firstly, the first exam is a test, okay? You need to put an answer and you want the answer to be the correct answer. But it is a test that is at a high level, like B2 is a high level test. So it's not always about correct or incorrect. In fact, quite often it's about possibilities and you need to choose the best possibility. That's what you're doing when you're asking yourself, what do English people really say? And secondly, the process of preparing for the exam, it should be a process of curiosity, of interest, of excitement, of experimentation. It should not be an anxiety heavy experience of, is this correct? Oh, I need the correct answer. It should be about developing your language and developing the skills that you need to use English in a natural way. So forget about, is this correct? And start to ask, what do English people really say? I hope that idea can help you in your exam preparation. So if this video is useful, then tell me in the comments. And if you think I'm an idiot, then tell me in the comments, because I would love to know. Remember to like this video, share it, and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon. Good luck in your preparation, and I hope that you can start to lose your anxiety, stop worrying, and start to think about real, natural English. See you soon, guys. Bye.